Welcome to this year's Journey to College FAFSA Frenzy event. As you know, completing the FAFSA is the first step to applying for most scholarships, grants, and student loans. Before you begin, it's important that you have the following information with you: your FSA ID, username and password, your social security number, and new for the 2017-2018 FAFSA, your 2015 tax information and records of money earned. If you do not have an FSA ID, you can set one up before you begin filling out the FAFSA today. Now let's get started. Go to FAFSA on the web at fafsa.gov. There you will click on Start a New FAFSA. The student login page will give you two options to begin your FAFSA. Your first option is to sign in using your student FSA ID, username, and password. Your second option is to sign in with your first and last name, social security number, and date of birth. If you currently do not have an FSA ID, username, and password, you can create one by selecting the Enter Your FSA ID option, then click on Create an FSA ID link. Because the FSA ID serves as a legal signature, you and your parent, if you're a dependent student, will need to have a separate FSA ID. Next, to get started, click on Start 2017-2018 FAFSA if you will be attending college between July 1st, 2017 and June 30th, 2018. Next, you will need to create a save key unique to your FAFSA. Your save key will allow you to save your FAFSA so that it can be submitted at a later date. This is important just in case you can't answer all the necessary questions right now. Additionally, if you are a dependent student, your save key will allow you to share your FAFSA with your parents. One thing to keep in mind when you are navigating through the FAFSA is to use the Next and Previous buttons located at the bottom of each page. If you use your browser's back and forward buttons, you run the risk of losing your information. As you answer questions for each of the 6 sections, be advised that you may be able to skip over certain questions based on the answers you provide. Instructions are provided for each question throughout the FAFSA. Additional online help can be found in the Help and Hints section on the right side of the page. If you require assistance, please ask a FAFSA Frenzy volunteer for help. When you are ready to submit your FAFSA, you must review the terms of agreement that are outlined under the Sign and Submit section and select Agree. Once your FAFSA is submitted, you will receive a confirmation page. Parents, if you are completing multiple FAFSAs today, please be aware that the confirmation page includes an option to transfer your information into another dependent's FAFSA. Now that your FAFSA is complete, you will be notified by email within 3 to 5 days that your FAFSA has been processed, and your FAFSA results will be sent to you in a student aid report. It is very important to review and correct any mistakes on your student aid report, as it will be used by colleges and universities to determine the amount and types of financial aid you are eligible to receive. Now you are ready to complete your FAFSA. Please see a FAFSA Frenzy volunteer for directions on how to proceed. Before you leave today, be sure to complete a brief survey for a chance to win a FAFSA Frenzy scholarship to a Missouri post-secondary program for the fall 2017 term. Thank you for participating in this year's Journey to College FAFSA Frenzy.